Hey guys, welcome back to Andy's Dinosaur Reviews. We have some news as always, so let's get straight to it. The very first thing that I have for you guys is actually from Rebor, as we have a look at their upcoming Giganotosaurus figure. No word quite yet on how long it's going to take before this one gets released, so I wouldn't go holding your breath as it could be quite some time, but the sculpts of both look really cool. We have two different versions. One is a more accurate interpretation. The other is kind of like your more movie-inspired version, although I wouldn't exactly say it's a perfect version of the Jurassic World Dominion Giganotosaurus. The head sculpt definitely looks pretty similar. We just don't have like that kind of hump in the back with the ridges and stuff. But still two really cool figures coming from Rebor, and it's definitely going to be pretty awesome to have a Giganotosaurus from them finally. I also wanted to show you guys the full reveal of the goat figure that was coming from Hatching Studios. This is a model that was clearly sculpted very meticulously from the goat we see in Jurassic Park. They definitely took their time to create this goat as screen accurate as possible. So again, definitely something fun to add to any Jurassic display. But what else is cool about this is you can get this goat in 1/35th scale, 1/18th scale, or 1/15th scale. The goat is actually available to purchase as a downloadable 3D file, and you can actually acquire it right now as it went up for sale on Monday the 25th on the Hatching Studios Etsy shop. So I will include a link in the description to where you can check that out and acquire yourself the files to print out your very own Jurassic Park goat. Also, when it comes to PNSO, they have unveiled yet another new figure on us, and it is a Saurophaganax, and it is gorgeous. And another thing that's really cool about this one is we have lips yet again, so that means that's two in a row, which I think is, in my opinion, pretty good odds for them potentially including lips on most of, at least, their upcoming figures, hopefully all of them when it comes to the theropods. And again, they did a great job on this. I know this is a species many people have been kind of aching for PNSO to release. Lucky enough, we got it just in time for them to begin including the lips, and again, really nice natural paint scheme. I don't know how much the final product will differ from the promotional images, because I feel like they usually do, but it's usually in a good way. I think they always end up looking a lot better in person, but still really nice looking. And again, you can order this right now from the PNSO Amazon and PNSO AliExpress stores. I also wanted to show you guys this, as Nanmu has recently shown off these images of their upcoming articulated Velociraptor figure, and what's cool is you can see quills on the head of it now, so that's definitely exciting. I know they were not able to create the quills for their resin version that will be coming out, but luckily enough, it seems as though we are going to get these when it comes to the articulated figures. Also, when it comes to Passion Charger, if you've been following along with the progress of their Argentinosaurus in my news videos, we now have the fully finished and fully printed out version of this model, and you can see how amazing it looks straight out of the gate, but also how absolutely massive it is in 1/35th scale. This is easily one of the most impressive Passion Charger models that has come along so far, not just because, of course, the sculpt is so good, but because it's probably the largest Passion Charger model maybe to ever exist, as far as, the stuff that I've seen anyway. And again, this will be going up for sale very soon from Passion Charger. Also, a thank you goes out to Paleo Figuras on Facebook, but it appears as though we'll be getting more in the Bandai Plannosaurus line, as we will be getting a Pteranodon, and it looks pretty cool. Again, you definitely have quite a few different options as far as posing it, as you can have it kind of soaring, or you also have the ability to have it standing, and again, with the skin on, or the skeletal reconstruction. One way or another, it's definitely another fun figure, and I have been quite a fan of these Plannosaurus figures. They're not the greatest thing in the world. They're a little cheap at times, but I'll definitely be looking forward to acquiring this Pteranodon and adding it to my collection. As far as Dino Dream goes, they've recently shown off another of their upcoming Jurassic Park models, this time again a Lost World Jurassic Park Dino Dream Compsognathus in 1/5 scale, and it looks really cool. We've got like the InGen crates and everything down there, the cage on top, and the compies kind of running loose, and this is a very nice idea as far as a Compsognathus model goes, and definitely one that I'm going to be excited about acquiring. I do have quite a few compies in my collection from Dino Dream, and they are probably the nicest Compsognathus models out there anywhere when it comes to a JP version. And I know there is another model coming from them as well that has kind of like a few compies around a stream, and I'll absolutely be snagging both of these up because, like I said, massive compy fan, massive fan specifically of the Dino Dream versions, and this looks awesome. Also, when it comes to the Cyberzoic line and the Kickstarter being right around the corner, David Silva has recently shown off a few new paint schemes for their upcoming figures, as we have paint schemes for both the Dryptosaurus and Eutyrannus, and I think they both look awesome, and we can also get an idea as far as what the armor and everything is going to look like for those figures, which is also really nice. Pretty nice looking paint schemes, pretty awesome looking armor, 2 wins no matter which way you go. And on top of that, we have a few images here showing off against some of the Cyberzoic figures, including the paint schemes for their Allosaurus and Smilodon, which we hadn't seen prior. Both look awesome, but we also have a bunch of information about the Cyberzoic line and the Kickstarter that's coming up. First of all, the Cyberzoic Kickstarter begins Tuesday, October 3rd at 9 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. The initial funding goal will be $205,000, which I'm sure will reach in absolutely no time, because these Kickstarters usually go like absolutely insane when it comes to the beasts of the Mesozoic. But the first set will feature the Allosaurus and the armor and everything, basically an entire bundle, or you can buy the pieces individually, and of course the rider for the Allosaurus. Set 2 will feature pretty much the same thing when it comes to the Smilodon, and again, you can see all of the information here as we kind of run down here. Item 3 will be the Dragon, which is going to be very cool. That's a massive model, and honestly a pretty darn good price tag for something as huge as that. And set 4 would be the all-in launch bundle, which is everything that you have basically seen here in these images. And then the stretch goal 1 would be unveiled after funding, and stretch goal 2 would be the Achillobator and Razorhound set. The estimated delivery for wave 1 would be November of 2024. So make sure you take part in that Kickstarter on Tuesday when it does begin. And the final thing I have, and thanks to Collect Jurassic for these images, but the very first thing is a look at the Mission Mayhem truck set in box, giving us another angle of the Inosaurus and getting a much better look at, of course, all of this, because it's always best to see the figures kind of in box, because I feel like that's usually the best way to see what you're actually getting, and if the paint apps have kind of like trailed off from what we see in the promotional images. But I think it looks pretty much the same, and everything looks really nice. And we also have another look at the Allosaurus that's coming out from them. Now, I will say, even though I absolutely hate the teeth on this, I think the sculpt does look a little better from these images. Absolutely a very highly detailed sculpt, that's for sure, and I see like injuries and stuff on the Allosaurus, which is pretty fun and kind of resembles the Battle at Big Rock Allosaurus, I think, a little bit, but obviously the paint apps do as well. Just those teeth are definitely an eyesore. I really wish they had given the thing better teeth, but overall it looks like it's probably going to be a figure that I like a little more when I see it in hand than I was expecting to. So as of right now, guys, that's all the news I've got. When more comes out, I'll be sure to send it your way, but until then, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.